Hi, Assalamualaikum to Mr. Muhammad Adib. We are conducting this interview as part of our entrepreneurship class project. We would like to thank you for taking the time to speak to us about your motivation and all barriers to start a social enterprise after graduating. Social entrepreneurship can be defined as any kind of activity, organization, or initiative that has a particularly social, environmental, or community objective. These activities may include providing services or training to socially deprived or disabled person, activities aimed at reducing pollution or food waste, organizing self-help groups for community action, and others. First, this is about you and your business. For the first question, I would like you please tell us about yourself, your education, and your work experience or internship, if any you have.
Okay. Hi. Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon. So first of all, I would like to thank to our moderator for inviting me to the interview. Okay. My name is Muhammad Atib Akmal bin Razman, and I'm graduating from Management and Science University in Engineering Technology, especially in electrical and electronic field. So before I start this business, I have a few experience in repairing cell phone, tablet, and smartphone. So before I jump into this field, so I do a gig work, such as runner. I do part time in Lalamo. So basically, my connection towards this industry is very huge. So I meet a lot of people in this industry. So yeah, I managed to have a good connection with them. So when you want to start a business, you need a good connection. So basically, good connection makes you easy to access all those supplier and our customer as well. Hence, to start this business, I think it's my fortune. I can say fortune that I made a good what we call good a correct person at the right time. So yeah, during my gig work, so I met these people named Yun Hee. So this person is actually quit from his job. Yeah, he quit from his job at Plaza Arab Central. So he started to do his own business at his house. So all the work of repairing he do is at his home. So basically he do it all alone. So that's why he need someone who can assist him because do of a lot of order from the customer. So he need an assistant. So that's why I met him. So he asked me to assist him in the social media for his cell phone marketing. So that's why I help him up. I help him up until the way we are. That's all.
Okay. For the second question, about your business, do you think it has a bright future?
Yeah, of course. In this repairing industry, so we are now actually reaching IR 4.0. Everything was under control. So we don't have to connect with people anymore. All of things can be controlled in our hand, in our tip of finger. So you can say that nowadays all of us have smartphone in our hands. I think there's 0.01% people don't have this smartphone. So all of us these days have your smartphone. So you may repair under your warranty from your original manufacturer equipment such as Huawei, Apple, but they have disadvantage. I know because I am also one of the users. So if you want to claim the warranty under Apple, I give you a simple example. For instance, you have warranty under Apple. So the disadvantages is, one of the disadvantages is you need to wait. Okay, you need to wait for a long time. It's not about 2 or 3 hours, it's about 2 or 3 days. So 2 3 days you may do a lot of things from your phone. Plus you need to set up an appointment to meet them. So you see, you have two problems here. You have to wait for your appointment, and then once you get the exact date appointment, you need to wait for another 2 or 3 days for them to fix your phone up. So that's why I think there's advantages and disadvantages from OEM. You can say OEM, original equipment manufacturer. So when you wait about 2 or 3 days, it takes too long. Sometimes people are, they are very particular with time. They are very urgent to use the phone. So that's why I think we need a smaller shop or smaller technician kind of industry to help them in the biggest industry. So if your question asking me about the bright future or not, so my answer is yes, and I'm confident with that. It has a bright future. Of course, we need all these things these days. We cannot live with our smartphone within 1 hour. We feel anxious. You must agree with me. So I think we have a bright future if we keep on discovering technology. That's it.
Okay, for the third question is about your business also. How much do you make a profit for a year and how much do you lose for a year?
Okay, that's a very good question. In business, there must be up and down. So what goes up must come down. It depends. It depends on what month. So sometimes we gain profit, sometimes we lose. So it's a nature of business. You may gain, you may lose. It doesn't matter if you gain or lose. It's about how you manage your financial. If you want the exact profit that we gain, I couldn't say. I couldn't figure out how much money. But in a rough way, if you calculate in a rough way, within a month you may receive around 9,000 or 8,000. Is a You can say it's a net profit after you minus with the utilities, all the expenses, monthly expenses for your equipment tools. So I can say 9,000 or 8,000 is a rough net profit for us.
Okay, for the second part, we go into motivation and barrier type of question. So here it is. What make you to start this kind of business?
What made me start this business? First of all, I'm quite old, so I need to start. So I need to think that I have to start to have a bright future in myself. So I think, yeah, I do engineering as well, but I'm figuring out that you need a plan B in your life. So why don't I try something else rather than engineering? So during my gig job when I do Lalamove, so I think why don't give a try in online business such as e-commerce and Shopee. So when Ahi asked me to start this business, I was thinking that can I do it? Am I capable to do it? So no one. I'm not asking no one about this, but I'm asking myself. I have a lot of free time during my studies, so why should I try it out? So at first, I'm trying it for fun, of course, for fun. So I want to figure out how e-commerce is working. So you need to know, you need to learn actually how e-commerce is actually works. So if you ask me how I start this business, is about try and error. In our life, I would like to try anything. So sometimes this try and error may lead you to other things that you don't discover at first. So that's why I don't have courage to try this. I don't have any motivation, but I just try try and error. So it works. Unfortunately, it works. So why don't I just keep on doing this? So later on, I will know if my destiny is become to be a businessman or engineer. So I love engineering. So I love to become engineer, but I also love to be a entrepreneurship, to be a good entrepreneur, to spread profit business to other people, such as zakat. Any helps to the unfortunate people. So by doing this, so I know that probably I have other expertise rather than engineering. So if your question is like that, I couldn't say what makes me start this business. I just can say that I would like to try and error anything.
Okay. For the second question is, in the old days, who helped you to start the business and who are your biggest supporters?
Okay, good question. Have you ever heard about the terms that during your starting business, no one's in your closest friend or closest family helps you? And this is true actually. This is true actually. When you start a business, it's a stranger that helps you, not your family, not your closest friend. They are actually trying to turn you down from doing this. They say you don't have to do this. You need to focus on your studies. They don't support your business. They do anything else to make you turn down from doing this. So the one that helps me is a stranger that I met during my gig job in the Lamu. So there's 2% that influenced me on doing this. First is Yun Hee, of course, he's my business partner, and then CME distribution owner, which is Ivan Tan. During my gig job, I met both of them. They are very friendly person. They help me out in finding what's the best in myself. So I owe this 2% a lot. So I didn't say that I'm good enough now, but still I have a lot to learn from them. So by answering your question, I could say that Ivan Tan and Yun Hee is my biggest supporters to start up this business.
Okay, we go to the third question is, what is the biggest barriers and challenge that you ever faced during you run your business?
Of course, there's 2%. One is myself, and the other one is customer. So I'm always, like I said previously, I'm always thinking of myself. Should I do it? Should I not? Sometimes the biggest enemy in your life is yourself. So there's a two side in yourself. It's a good side and a bad side. So the bad side always come to me and said, you don't have to do this. You need to enjoy your young moment. You need to have fun. So the other side always said, you need to prepare for your 30s. You need to prepare for your 40s. Later on, you will marry somebody, and you will have children. You need a lot of commitment. So I'm always thinking that sometimes the biggest barrier is myself. So I'm always overthinking, about the bad side that will coming up to me. So the other one is customer. So sometimes not all business is going to be smooth. Sometimes when you do a first time job, the customer will complain, but the complaint is actually going to motivate you to become better. The complaint makes you think that you have a weakness in your business that you need to improve. So the biggest barrier is not money, but sometimes it's yourself, and sometimes it's customer. So it's a choice to how you can overcome them.
Okay, we almost at the end of this interview session. So my last question is, what is your advice to other people that are new to business?
Okay, if you are new to this industry, I would like to advise that you need to be very careful in your financial expenses. Of course, you need to save a lot of money. For instance, I could say like now we hit with the COVID-19, so a lot of business are turning down. So a lot of economy is have a fall down right now. So many of shop have been closed. So I'm very sorry with them. So what can we do? Not all business going to be smooth during these days. So having a lot of safe during your moment is a very advantage. So like these days, young generation don't always saving their money. So you need to reduce your expenses during these days. So you need to minimize all your expenses, and to add on with that, you need to know how to use your money. Financial management is not being taught in our school. That's why most of us have been trapped with a debt, such as loan bank, such as you can call it liabilities. We always rush to own a house, to own a car, but I think that's not a priority in our generation. It's about trending that we always keep on following. It's a trend that pressure us to do that. But it's not actually. It's okay if you took a bus to go anywhere you want. It's okay to use Grab if you want to go anywhere you want. It doesn't have to own a car to go everywhere you want. I give you an example. Owning a car, you need to spend at least 10% of the loan as a deposit. Okay, such as I give you a simple loan car, Asia, around 32,000. You need at least 3,200 to pay for a down payment. Can you imagine 3,200 if you spend to buy this car? So 3,200 you may save in bank or in any investment platform. So it will give you a very profitable outcome in 2 years or 3 years. But the value of the car will be decreasing year by year. That's why I'm always seeing that this young generation don't keep on save their money. They always keep using money, and at the end of the day, they don't have saving at all. So that's why when COVID-19 hit us, a lot of people have been have been struggling to survive these days. So my advice, please have a lot of saving money. You don't know what will happen in upcoming future. So saving will save you. That's all.
Thank you, Mr. Muhammad Adib, for your time joining our interview session. And for sure, this interview session opened up my mind about entrepreneurship. Hopefully, we could meet again in the future. Thank you.
Sure. No problem. You're welcome.